everyone, and welcome to the BlackOut series, proudly brought to you by Black creatives out there. We are currently on our 11th interview, and we only have 2 more to go. So for all of our viewers who have been tuning in so far, thank you so much for your support. It has been greatly appreciated. As you all know, my name is Diane Wesh, and I'm so honored to be your host for this series, which will be held every Sunday for the next 2 weeks. I hail from Virginia Beach, Virginia, the 757, and I'm the proud product of tough Haitian immigrants. I'm also an inclusive marketing consultant and the founder of Got Blacklisted. As y'all know, we're not here to sugarcoat the hard stuff, but rather to share our stories, our collective truths. We'll dive deep into art, COVID-19, the Black Lives Matter movement, and more. Please keep in mind that Black Creatives Out There is not a mental health provider, but rather a community of Black creatives aiming to elevate the Black consciousness. Interviews are normally 30 minutes, but on certain occasions, they may last up to 45. So if you have any questions, please be sure to drop them in the comment section below prior to 12:30. And now, allow me to welcome our guest this afternoon. Asya Mohamed Abeid is a creative entrepreneur and fashion designer. She is the founder of Zanzibar, an African fashion house which specializes in creating fashion items as well as providing a range of African-inspired homewares. Welcome, Asya. I think your mic is still on mute, and you can go ahead and turn on your video.
Kia ora, everyone. My name is Asya Abeid, and I'm a founder of Zanzibar Unlimited. I'm glad to be here today, and I hope we all gonna have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you, Asya. All right, are you ready for your rapid fire questions?
Yes, please.
All right. How many hours of sleep do you need?
I need 5.
Who inspires you?
Yes.
Me, guess? Your kids, your family?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Your favorite dish to make for your kids is?
Pilau.
Dark chocolate or milk chocolate?
Dark chocolate.
When you go to the kitchen for a midnight snack, you get?
Banana. Because I need more energy, you know?
Yes. Thank you for that, Asya. And Asya, we all know you're very well known in the Black community for your unique fashion designs. As a creative entrepreneur and designer, can you share your thought process? Do you find that you gain inspiration from others, or are all your designs your original ideas?
Actually, my original design, my old design is my original idea. And I'm getting more expression, which I really enjoyed it. But, you know, we are the people, because some other people are thinking like maybe I'm copying from different angles. But, you know, when we talk about fashion, fashion has no end. So it's all over the world. What I'm doing it might be my original idea, but maybe somebody else who I don't even know them, they've been already do the same, or maybe they will copy from me, or they will take it and will just come across over and see, oh, what I made is exactly what the other person made. Yeah, but these are my original ideas.
And that's always good to hear. During the first New Zealand lockdown, postal deliveries came to an abrupt halt due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Did this stall in delivery affect your business?
Yes.
In what ways? And how long would you say it took for your deliveries to arrive?
Actually, before the first, I ordered my all products come from Tanzania, and I'm taking original products. So before first lockdown, I ordered, usually they are coming here for 3 weeks, but I ordered my last collection on February, and it ended up coming here on August.
And do you have quite a big team back in Tanzania helping you make these shipments, or?
It's my family, especially my mom. Yes, my mom is a hero. So she's the one who is taking care of everything in Tanzania.
Yes. And I can only imagine her frustration, I'm sure, with not being able
Oh,
to get that
yes.
to you.
Yes, she was completely frustrated because that time there was no any plane coming to through this area. She can't send them, and DHL was very expensive. So we just decided like to pack and wait. Then until the door opened, then we brought the stuff. And at that moment, I was having so many like fashion shows. I was having some people's orders, and I had to stop everything because I couldn't have enough, you know.
Yes. Were you able to kind of pivot and do anything online?
Yes, I did. I did such a great networking
Mhm.
on that moment. Yes, I tried to explore myself. I tried to tell people know about my business, you know, and that is where I think it's how it really went really high at that moment because everyone was at home and they were keen to know lost what is going on, you know, in New Zealand and especially for New Zealand made products. So yeah, I did. I took that opportunity to introduce myself without fear.
Yeah. And
Yes.
what would you say was your social platform of choice?
Um, everywhere. I just
Yeah.
actually especially in Facebook. Yeah, because in Facebook there are so many like business groups. Yes, so I joined lots of business groups in Facebook. Then Instagram. I think Instagram is quite a little bit slower than Facebook.
And Asya, you're a mother of two little ones, a boy and a
Yes.
girl. How challenging was it for you to balance life as a mom and entrepreneur during the COVID-19 lockdown?
It's a big challenge. Oh, it's a very big challenge. Yes. Actually, I think for me, it was the moment my kids, they really need love, you know, because since I got married, the COVID-19 was that special moment for me. I could say it was a honeymoon for me, like to reconnect with my husband, with my family and everything. And apart on the other side of the business, I was just giving myself a time taking care of my family. I have to make sure they eat, they are all okay, they are happy. Then I'm leaving them, I'm going to do my stuff. Because on COVID time, we were doing a lot of face masks. Yeah, so yeah.
And
So yes, but it's challenge. It's really such a very big challenge to cover everything. Yeah.
and I can only imagine, I'm sure it felt wonderful being with your family here in New Zealand.
Yes.
How was it with your family back in Tanzania? Were you worried or were they worried or how was that for you? What were your emotions like?
We were worried a lot because when COVID in Tanzania hit, and also it was the time it was in the rain season, and you know, compared to Tanzania in New Zealand, we were safer than them,
Yes.
and that was giving us such a very big like thinking.
So cute.
I don't know by myself.
For your kids, what type of entertainment did you find that they enjoyed the most?
We were teaching them like you know, home like home activities.
This is wonderful. This is life as a mom, and it's beautiful, right?
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
No,
I don't
please
know.
don't
Oh, okay,
apologize. It's
thank you.
okay.
So yeah, this is how it is. You see, so when you're a mother, you're alone. You don't have anyone. You have to double. Yeah, you have to multitask it
Mhm.
because he came here to ask me for the remote. Where is remote? You know. But believe it or not, dad is inside the house. They have to come to me.
Did you find that happened quite a bit, especially during lockdown? Like, both your kids were kind of always kind of coming towards you. They're pretty. I'm sure they're like super happy to just have you around.
Yeah, and because most of the time they're with me.
Mhm.
Yeah, my husband is working from 2 midnight to next day. He's coming back maybe sometimes at home from 5 or 6. So they don't have that a very good connection with him. And when he's coming back, he's so tired. So during lockdown, it was such a very beautiful moment because he got a chance to understand how do we live inside the house, how do we like connect each other most of the time. How do you get it's going to be a fun interview. He's stuck somewhere, so I'm sorry, I have to pick him up. All right. Mom, take this for Baba. Okay, I'll see you soon, okay? I love you all. A mother. I have no choice. Unless if they will be outside, this will be like just like me and you, but sort of an interaction because we had some visitors.
It's all right. It's all right, yes, yeah. No worries at all. Would you say you learned anything new about your children? Like any new hobbies that they picked up or any new hobbies you picked up yourself?
Oh yes, they like to read. They like to read a lot. They like to read. We were doing some gardening. We did lots of things, and it was such a very good moment for us. I think, yeah, we had such a very like strong relation, especially with their dad, because most of the time they're with me. So with their dad, they do enjoy it a lot because he got such a very strong connection with them until the day like he was going back to work. They even kids were like a bit down, like, oh, we missed dad, you know? Yeah.
And Asya, we just recently got out of our second lockdown here in New Zealand. And I'm sure our viewers heard you say that you were creating face masks. How did you decide to make that necessary and much needed transition from designing fashion clothes to creating stylish face masks?
That's a very good question. Oh, um, because on Tuesday, I just woke up. I didn't know anything if we are going to the second lockdown. So when I saw the message in the morning, like we have to be in lockdown, and straight away it came to my mind, why instead of creating the cloth, why can't I just make face mask? And I used the fabric, which I said, oh, okay. I know lots of people, they are using the normal face mask, but you don't have much space to breathe. You know, you need a space with you. And I end up making the 3D face mask. And I explored like, hey, I'm doing face mask and you can choose the fabric because those are the fabric which I was having. And it, it was actually, it was really good because I got so much people who thought that thing is valued.
Mm-hmm.
And it's meaningful, especially when they said like you need to have a face mask with 100% cotton fabric, and I'm having 100% cotton fabric. So I went with what trends on that time. And the second day, what really made me so much proud for myself and for what I'm doing, and actually for all the people, especially like New Zealanders, when I got the chance to make a face mask for Jacinda, and it was so beautiful. I said, oh, wow, look at this. I'm thinking I'm smaller. I'm just inside the box. But no, outsiders, they know and they see it's a huge impact which I'm doing. So my brother Ibrahim Omer, who is now a first African candidate in a parliament, he contacted me and he asked if I can make face masks, and I said, "Oh yes, why can't I?" And it was midnight. Actually, it was like 11:30, And I said, wow, this is such a very great opportunity. And I was having some other people's orders too. Then, and he wanted them on time. He contacted me on Thursday night. He wanted the mask on Friday, next day. I said, wow, okay, I know I don't have much time, but I can make it. And he requested special fabric. And the good thing is the fabric, I was having it inside the house. So for me, I think it was something which is unexpected. Even though I was having some goals, but something which is unexpected, and it's still like unrealistic. Like, oh, making a face mask for Jacinda, and for the people from Auckland Council, from the people from different angles. Like, oh wow, this is big. Yes.
And roughly how long would you say does it take you to make these face masks?
Maybe 20 to 30 minutes. Doesn't take long actually, because it's 3 layers. So 3 layers, it means other people, they can take long because they want to make it really, like too much. But for me, I was making 3 layers, just 15 to 30 minutes, and just to make sure that it's perfect. Well done. Yeah, that's done. Yeah.
And getting into the lockdown again, how would you say you felt first during the first lockdown versus the second lockdown? Would you say you found more of a burst of energy and creativity for the second lockdown opposed to the first?
Yes, yes. Compared to the first one, because the first one we locked everything. We were in level 4. So even posting was very, very difficult. But for the second one, it was really good. But the posting was very slow, and people were end up like blaming me, and I was just like feeling, humbled down, like, oh my God, I'm feeling very sad because I was doing the face mask on time, posting them next day. Some other face masks, I was even posting them the same date before ending of the day, but still they were taking 2 weeks to deliver. And it was like, it's a shame, if it's a business person, and then people order something from you and it takes quite long, they don't feel good. They feel like you're just playing with them, or maybe you just take their money. And it wasn't good for me. I couldn't even like it, and I don't even want it to repeat, not only for me, to anybody else who is doing business. Yeah.
Was there a particular color in fabric that was the most popular face mask?
Yes, it was. It was fan. Everybody loved fan. Everybody ordered fan. Yeah, it was such a popular, because I was getting orders even from Australia, from America, and I was like, no, I can't send it to that places because we are still in lockdown. And I can see the problem of New Zealand. It takes 2 weeks for a one person maybe who ordered only one mask to receive their mask. How about if somebody else is from other area, they ordered, it will take more time. And my mask was just $10, while if I will post overseas, it will cost more. And I said, no, I couldn't. I couldn't do. I had to stop some other people order.
And can you describe that particular fabric? Why is that more popular over the rest of the fabrics that you have, or the colors and themes that you have?
It was just something simple, and it was colorful, and it was, I think, just people's eyes, they end up like liking it. And yeah, it was some simple, and I call it fan because it has a fan design on it. Yeah. Yeah, just people's choice, because I put all my fabrics on Facebook, on my website. So I was just like letting people to go there and choose whatever they want. And I make for them. I didn't just end up like making lots of face masks and selling them. I was giving people choice. Hey, go choose whatever you want and come back to me. Tell me, hey, I'm in love with this fabric. Then I'll make something for you. Yes.
And to our viewers tuning in, last week I had the chance to attend the fashion show during Art Week.
Yeah.
And Asya, your designs were stunning. Can you share with our viewers the symbolic meaning behind your choice and style?
Oh, yes. Thank you so much for that. First of all, I would like to acknowledge Cherise and Nadine for giving me that chance. It was such a very big thing for me. I've never ever thinking in my life like one day I will be or stand into that place, to showcase my design. And when we speak about art, we need to have a story. So when I got the chance, I said, okay, this is something which is I've been waiting for quite long. And because I'm using my African design, I need to have each design explain something. It's not just a dress that people make you go to the shop, you buy it. It's something else. Whoever sees it, they need to use their brain. They need to open their mind to know what's going on with that. So that's what I'm using. That's what I did. And my first design, which Tina wear, it was talking about Black Lives Matters. That's why when you see Tina, she wear the dress which is having gold, silver, and it has a leopard print on it. So when we talk about leopard print, we talk about the power, And when we talk about the gold and silvers, like we say, like we are rich, we like people should not take us easily. They have to know that even though we are not rich like the way they think rich about money, but we are rich in heart, we are pure, we are clean, we are fresh, we love everybody. We don't have those kind of dramas like other people have, We always like when we see each other, we just say hi sometimes, even if we don't speak the same language, but we are rich on that. And I also put in a crown. The crown means like women should be equal, should be equal. So yeah, as a queen, to be treated as a queen, they are equal. So it was having so much meaning for Tina's dress, and that's why I put her the front side. And my second dress also, it was talking about what we are going through into this moment now. It was about Corona. And yeah, that's why I put Valata, the Corona angel. If anyone saw it, she wore something on the head which explained like, we always know that there's a death angel, but nobody thought like there will come something else which is called Corona, and so many people will die that, without even thinking. So I putted her on head. That's that like the thing that came straight from head. It took our mind and it came back to our body, and the plain red dress so like explained that we lost so many souls. And the sleeve printed, they have this sign which shows a hospital and the Corona. So hence, why I put it on hands, I didn't put it somewhere else. It's because doctors, I can say like the essential workers are the people who use their energy, who use their hands to protect us. So they work a lot to fight with Corona. And yeah, so there were 8 designs. I'll just go slow. The third one, it was about the cleanliness of our environment. And if you see it, it's green, and here it has the creator of the sky, of the ocean, and the breeze and everything. So we had a chance to clean our air pollution, the third one. And the fourth one, it was creativity art. We were in lockdown, and each house, they were doing their activities with their families inside the house. So here, it shows there's a print on it, on the jacket, just the small jacket, the blue one. So it shows like the houses are, being divided into angles, like you have to stay in your bubble. And there was the Matariki. So the Matariki one, it was amazing. I chose the lady who wore it, is Tanya. She's Maori. And because of that, I put African print inside, and the whole body, it was having the stars. Why I chose that? Because that was the gift which we got when we were in lockdown. Jacinda Ardern, our Prime Minister, she announced that during 2022nd, the Matariki Festival will be public. So when I closed that gown, it was showing that it's still the Matariki print, but it's in African design. So it was showing that like we were celebrating Matariki, but it wasn't something huge. And people who were celebrating it was just like school, not officially. But when you open it, that it shows like now the time for us to celebrate, like shining all over. Then that stuff is fun. Then the other one, it was explaining about the second lockdown, and it's Mabonde fabric. We were up and down. We didn't settle yet. Then after that, the last one, the lady, Johanna, she wore the jumpsuit, is explaining about the green grass and the summer, and summertime. So we move with stages. And the last guy, he wore Zanzibar shirt. That one is explaining about us. We are the business person. We did this, and this is what we explain. So yeah, so it was amazing, actually. It was really amazing. Not so many people got that. And yeah, lots of people, they just saw the dress, but they didn't understand what was inside that dress and what's the value of that thing. So I end up like having to explain to people, has to understand what was the real art into those garments.
Asya, thank you so much for sharing that. I loved how each garment had a story and encompassed all of 2020. Also, a lot of your models came from very diverse cultural backgrounds.
Yes.
Can you explain why having that diverse representation mattered, especially in regards to your brand, Zanzibar?
I'm coming from a diverse background. Myself, I'm mixed. I'm Arab, I'm African, I'm Congolese, I'm everywhere. So I'm a diverse person. And when we go to Zanzibar, like my business name is my island name where I'm from. So in Zanzibar, it's just like you are in New Zealand. You will see everyone. You see Indian people, you will see like English people, Russians, everyone is there. It's a diverse. So when I came here, when I started doing my modeling issues, I said, no, I don't need only one side. I need a diverse community to be together with me. And that's how we show the value of each and every single ethnic. Yeah.
And Asya, I believe Aiden Lee was your makeup artist. How did you decide on the makeup for your models?
Yeah, I chose her. She's such a talented lady. And I love her creativity. I love the way she's doing makeups. So I chose her because I know that she will get a chance also for herself and her team to showcase her creativity. So once I got the opportunity, I told them, I went to message each and every person who I knew that we will make it together as a team. And I told them, everyone, we got this chance. So could you please let us collaborate together so we can showcase our creativity? It's such a very big opportunity. Without them, I wouldn't do it. So I chose her and her team to come and put the makeup. People can see this is an art.
Yes, and she did extraordinary.
Oh my God, she did such an amazing job. Everyone was so like, wow. Yeah.
Can you share with our viewers where they can expect to see you next? Do you have any new gigs or events coming up?
After this show, I'm going to the event.
I have a lot going on today.
Yes, actually I can say like Saturday and Sunday is my busy schedule. I didn't do anything these few weeks because my kids were sick. But yes, actually straight away after this event, I have to go to Papakula. There's an event for Masafinya's corner. and they have Kids Got Talent. So I have to be there because for fashion show. Yes.
Thank you, Asya. And now we're just going to take some questions from our viewers.
Yes.
Someone asked, what social platforms can we find you on?
Oh, yeah, thank you so much. So you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and I have a website. On Facebook, you'll find me with the name Zanzibari with last I. Then on Instagram, you'll find me on Zanzibar Ltd. And my website is zanzibar.ltd. Yeah, and if you want to follow me personally, you can find me Asya Mohamed Abeid.
And that would be, would that be on Facebook?
Yes, on Facebook,
okay.
Yes.
Okay. And hold on, give me 1 second. What do you like to do besides fashion design?
What do I like to do besides fashion design? I like to cook. I like to write stories. I like to write poems. I like to travel.
And the last question, what is your favorite book to read to your kids?
Sorry again?
What is your favorite book to read to your kids?
What my favorite book to read to my kids? I think I don't have favorite book which has been written outside, but I have favorite book which comes from my brain. Then that's what I'm doing for my kids, because I usually like to give them the story like the way we've grown up, how our family raised us, and I really like to talk to them. You know, there are some funny stories. They laugh about that, and there are some funny stories. They're like, oh, because we've already took them to our country. They went to see, even though when they were young, but they still have that kind of memory. So I'm using that to make sure that they are not growing up in a way that they feel New Zealand is quite, different way with where we came from. They have to know our heritage, they have to know our ancestors, they have to know our culture and tradition. Yes.
Well, it's time to wrap up, and it's been such a pleasure chatting with you, Asya.
Thank you.
Thank you again. And to our viewers, thank you so much for taking the time to join us this afternoon. Be sure to catch us live next Sunday with Jess B. She is a powerful female rap artist and former professional netball player. She has released various EPs and won Best New Zealand Act at the 2019 MTV Europe Music Awards. Until next Sunday, 12 p.m. New Zealand time, my name is Diane Wesh, and you have been watching the BlackOut series. Ka kite.